We're done with Tuesday. It is about almost 9 p.m. and Scarlett just went to sleep. Casey this week started his new split shift schedule. So he's working 4/10s from 10 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. So second day, we'll see how this goes. But I've had this idea of this video in my head for a while now, and I just wanted to share some thoughts with you, maybe a little bit of the process that that I've kind of developed now. So March, actually sometime in March, will mark my 2-year reselling part-time since I've, I guess, returned. Because I used to pick it up and drop it, pick it up and drop it. But March this year will mark two straight years. There was a super slow time last year when I was pregnant, but I never stopped reselling. So now the logistics with a baby. And this is how I kind of have been doing it. Casey has been working late for a while now. That's why they did the schedule that he's doing. So it's not easy. It's not a schedule that I follow rigidly. It's not a schedule I follow every day. It all depends on her and what she's the boss. Because if she's in a cranky mood, then shit gets changed. If she needs to sleep first, if she needs, depending on what's going on with her, depends, will then dictate what I'm doing for the evening. So I do work, well, not really 9 to 5, but I refer to it as 9 to 5. I work from 8 to 4:30. At 4:30, I clock off. I go pick her up at my mother-in-law. She's a 7-minute drive. I get home around 5-ish. And this is just for, what I'm gonna say is just for like listing days. My listing actually starts, I don't know how people do their like process. I wash, dry, take pictures, list, and then put away. And so what I normally do, I start with the pictures. Well, after the wash and stuff, well, that's easy. That's like the easy thing. Just because I'm not really putting it away at that point. I'm pulling them from the dryer. I don't iron. I pull them from the dryer. I kind of like and this is not all done at one day at all. This is staged throughout a few days. And sometimes there's a few days in between of nothing happening. Because again, that's life. Just make sure she wasn't crying. Wash and dry. Once I dry them, I pull them out. Next is pictures. I normally take pictures during tummy time, just because the light is on, because she's still in our room and that's where we have the setup. The tummy time is kind of right next to where the wall is. So, and I have like a pillow kind of blocking so she won't roll to where like I'm working on. It's not a huge area, but I don't take a whole lot of pictures just because I want to spend time with her. So I'll take, 5 or 6 pictures, go down, play with her, take another, whatever I have for the day. So I do pictures during tummy time. I like getting pictures over and done with as soon as they come out of the dryer because they're nice and pretty and pristine. And so I like to get pictures done as fast as I can and get them all done as soon as they come out of the dryer. Once that's done, then sometimes listing can take a few days. But the thing is I have pictures that are almost semi-decent. The next time I'm touching them is when I'm listing them, and I have this little bouncer that she actually likes, and I put next to my computer, and I don't list a whole lot at a time. And what I do on my computer is drafting, just because I type a lot faster on the keyboard than I do on my phone. I'm old school, sorry. And I've cut down on a lot of information that I save in my spreadsheet. Basically, what I'm saving in my spreadsheet right now is the type of item, either it's pant, top, bedding, whatever the hell it is, the brand and the size, and then the brand. I think I made a video on this, but brand is basically the brand and maybe like a short, like the blue top or the striped top or long sleeves or something quick that I can reference later on when I'm looking for it. And then the location of where it's at. Before I used to do a full description, long sleeve, pink, black stripes with blah, 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 blah. The where it's made, the material content, measurements, how much I bought it for, how much I sold it for. And I was basically doing the listing on the spreadsheet. So right now I'm keeping it simple. When I go to the listing, because I have a ton of pillows back there. I'm a pillow freak. I go do the title, fill in all the little drop downs, and what I actually type in the description is just the condition, excellent use, new with tags, gently worn, damaged, and the measurements, bust, length, and shoulders. And then at the bottom, if there's any damages, I put there, you know, if there's a hole on the left sleeve, there's a spot on the bottom hem. Sometimes I'll put that the size tag is missing, the content tag is missing, and then the number at the bottom as to where it's located on my spreadsheet. And that's it. I go scroll, because I have a draft, and I have like 50 of them at one time. I have 50 drafts that I need to complete. Save for the draft. I go to the next item. Lane Bryant, size 22, 2X, women's plus size, long sleeve, blah, 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 whatever the title is, and we repeat the same thing. So now they're all saved in a draft that I can later access from my cell phone on the app, because that's where all my pictures are stored. Later on I'll go into the app, and all this is while she's there. Again, it all depends on her. If she's content there with life for a little bit, I can sit for a good 30 minutes and get a few banged out. If she hates life at the moment, then I'm not gonna be sitting there, and we're gonna do whatever we need to do to make her like life again. So once I go through the listings, later on, I'll finally make them go live from my phone. And usually that's during when I'm rocking her to sleep, or sorry, if I'm in the bathroom. Any little chance I get that I can hop on there. At this point, all I need to do is open the draft, add the pictures, add the price, which my app gives me a suggested price, and I kind of go off of there or not, depending on what the item is. And then I just hit list it, and then it's done. So it has been a little bit trickier to maneuver, and then shipping gets done at some point. Like, I'm gonna get shipping done now after I do this video. Or during the weekends, I have 3-day handling time. I do try to do a lot of, it doesn't really work out always over the weekend, but I try to at least do 2 trips to the post office now that life has got a little bit more complicated. So working full-time, eBay part-time, Etsy part-time. I'm now starting some graphic designs on t-shirts and mugs. I'm at the moment fulfilling through Printful. I started the designs just because it was a fun way to just relax. And sometimes I do those through tummy time, sometimes on the weekends. It's not something I constantly do. But it's just been a fun little thing to do. I used to do them in my garage with the glue and the scrapbook paper and the glitter and the hole punches and all that. But it's gotten complicated because I don't bring her to the garage. I don't think it's even safe for us to go in the garage. There's so much clutter in there. It's one of those things I need to finally organize, because there's like boxes all over the place, there's inventory all over the place, there's art supplies all over the place. You know, lawn stuff all over the place. So that's kind of been my artsy musa, just on my iPad. So I just wanted to explain my process. It has been a little bit trickier. I'm not giving up. She is my why. She's always been my why, even before she was even planned. The goal is to be debt-free as quickly as possible, and it's all because of her. So hopefully the next bill that we pay off will be her medical bill. There was 2 for her, actually. One from the hospital and then one from, I guess, the third-party pediatric company. They saw her for like 10 minutes total. Fucking $900 bill after insurance. What the fuck? So I don't want to be one of those people to say, if I can do it, you can do it, because I'm not special. I'm just very OCD, focused, determined, motivated. But I'm trying to find the balance. I'm very much working on a balance, and even though I don't have the perfect answer for my balance yet, I feel like I am making a little bit of progress towards finding my balance. So I just wanted to share my little my new updated process for eBay. So thanks for watching.